Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Everything About Tech, where we explore the latest trends and technologies of the world. Today, we're diving headfirst into the virtual realm as we explore how virtual reality is taking over the world. From gaming and entertainment to education and healthcare, VR is revolutionizing our lives in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few years ago. The rise of virtual reality. Virtual reality, often abbreviated as VR, is like a magical way to visit other worlds without ever leaving your room. Imagine putting on special glasses that transport you to a whole new place, where you can see, hear, and even touch things as if they were real. That's what VR does, and it's becoming more popular every day. Early days, VR isn't something brand new. People have been dreaming about it for a long time. Back in the 1950s, some clever folks had the idea to create a fake world inside a computer and let people explore it. But the technology just wasn't ready back then. It was like trying to build a spaceship before inventing the wheel. Breakthroughs. Fast forward to the last decade or so, and technology caught up with our dreams. Some smart inventors made special VR glasses and other gadgets that could make our virtual dreams come true. They were bulky and expensive at first, but it was the start of something big. Oculus Rift and HTC Vive, two companies, Oculus and HTC, released some of the first real VR headsets that regular people could buy. These headsets looked a bit like futuristic goggles you'd wear while swimming. They had special screens and sensors inside that made you feel like you were in another world when you put them on. Exciting experiences. When people tried these VR headsets for the first time, they were blown away. They could swim with dolphins, travel to far-off planets, or even fight dragons like they were in a video game. It was like a dream come true for gamers and adventure seekers. More affordable. As technology improved, VR gadgets became smaller, lighter, and more affordable. This meant that more and more people could get their hands on them. It wasn't just for tech geeks anymore. It was for anyone who wanted to explore exciting new worlds. Applications beyond gaming. While gaming was the first big thing for VR, it didn't stop there. People started using VR for all sorts of things. Some students went to virtual schools where their classrooms were in space or under the ocean. Doctors practiced surgeries without using real patients, and architects designed buildings in VR before even starting to build them. VR everywhere. Now, VR is popping up everywhere. You can use VR to visit places you've never been, learn new skills, or just have fun with friends in a virtual world. It's like having a magic portal to other dimensions right in your living room. The future of VR. The best part is that VR keeps getting better. In the future, we might have even cooler VR gadgets, more realistic experiences, and who knows what else. It's an exciting time because VR is still growing and changing. One day, we might all have VR in our homes, and it will be a part of our everyday lives. So, the rise of virtual reality is like a journey from science fiction dreams to real-life adventures, and it's just getting started. Who knows where VR will take us next? VR in gaming and entertainment, a magical adventure. Picture this. You put on a pair of special glasses and suddenly find yourself inside your favorite video game or movie. You can look around and see everything as if you're really there. You can even move and interact with the things in this new world. That's what happens when you use virtual reality, and it's like going on a magical adventure. Gaming. Imagine you're a hero. When you play video games with VR, it's like you become the hero of the story. If you're playing a game where you're a wizard, you can cast spells with your hands. If you're a racing driver, you sit in a virtual car and drive as if you're on a real racetrack. Feel the action. With VR, you don't just watch the action, you feel it. If there's a giant dragon in the game, you might feel like it's right in front of you. When you move your head, your character's view in the game changes, just like in real life. Explore amazing worlds. VR games can take you to incredible places. You can visit a fantasy realm, explore outer space, or even walk around in a haunted house, all from the comfort of your room. Multiplayer fun. You can also play VR games with your friends, even if they're far away. It's like having a virtual playdate where you can see and talk to each other in the game. Entertainment. Virtual concerts. Imagine going to a concert without leaving your house. VR lets you attend virtual concerts where you see your favorite musicians perform on a virtual stage. You can dance and enjoy the music with friends from around the world. Movie magic. VR can turn watching movies into a whole new experience. Instead of just watching on a screen, it's like you're inside the movie. You can look in any direction and feel like you're part of the story. Virtual travel. Want to explore the world? VR can take you on virtual trips to famous places. You can visit the Great Wall of China, swim with dolphins in the ocean, or even take a tour of ancient pyramids, all without packing your bags. Creative adventures. VR is also a tool for creative people. Artists can paint in 3D space, architects can design buildings, and storytellers can create interactive tales that you can be a part of. So, VR in gaming and entertainment is like a magical doorway to other worlds and experiences. It's not just playing games or watching movies. It's about feeling like you're really there, living the adventure. And the best part? The adventure keeps getting better as VR technology keeps improving. VR in healthcare and therapy, healing with virtual magic. Imagine going to the doctor, and instead of just talking about your health, you get to go on an exciting adventure. That's what virtual reality, VR, can do in healthcare and therapy. It turns healing into a magical experience. How VR helps in healthcare. Pain management. If you're feeling pain, like when you're recovering from surgery, VR can help distract your mind from the discomfort. It's like going on a soothing journey instead of focusing on the pain. Physical therapy. Some people need to do special exercises to recover from injuries or surgeries. VR can make these exercises fun by turning them into games. You might be catching virtual objects or doing yoga with a friendly guide. Medical training. Doctors and nurses need to learn a lot to take care of us. VR helps them practice surgeries and medical procedures before they work on real patients. It's like they're rehearsing for a play, but in a virtual hospital. How VR works in therapy. Facing fears. Imagine you're scared of spiders, but you want to overcome that fear. With VR, you can meet a friendly virtual spider in a safe and controlled environment. Over time, this can help you feel less scared in the real world. Trauma healing. Some people have experienced really tough things in their lives, and those experiences can haunt them. Therapists can use VR to help patients confront and deal with those painful memories in a gentle way. Relaxation and stress relief. VR can take you to calm and beautiful places, like a peaceful beach or a quiet forest. This can help reduce stress and anxiety. It's like a mini vacation for your mind. Why VR is magical. Safety first. In VR, you're in a make-believe world, so it's safe to practice and heal. You don't have to worry about real dangers. Fun therapy. Traditional therapy can be hard work, but VR makes it feel like a fun adventure. You might be flying through the sky or solving puzzles while working on your mental health. No pressure. In VR, you can go at your own pace. There's no rush, and you're in control. You can stop or continue whenever you're ready. Privacy. What happens in the VR world stays in the VR world. It's a private and safe space to talk about personal things. So, VR in healthcare and therapy is like using a magical tool for healing. It's not just about doctors and therapists talking to you. It's about going on exciting journeys and facing challenges in a safe and supportive way. VR turns healthcare and therapy into a fantastic adventure where you're the hero of your own story. VR in education and training, learning in a virtual playground. Imagine if going to school felt like going on an exciting adventure, and learning was like playing a fun game. That's what virtual reality, VR, does in education and training. It makes learning super cool. How VR helps in education. Virtual field trips. With VR, you can visit places you've never been before, like ancient pyramids, the depths of the ocean, or even outer space. It's like a virtual field trip that brings history and geography to life. Hands-on learning. Instead of just reading about things, you can interact with them in VR. If you're studying science, you can do experiments or dissect virtual frogs. It's like having a magical science lab in your classroom. Engaging lessons. Teachers use VR to make lessons more exciting. You might learn math by solving puzzles in a VR castle or explore history by stepping into a virtual time machine. How VR works in training. Realistic simulations. Imagine you want to be a pilot or a surgeon. VR can create lifelike simulations where you practice flying a plane or doing surgery without any real risks. It's like a flight or an operation, but in a virtual world. Safety first. Some jobs are dangerous, like being a firefighter. Before they face real fires, firefighters train in VR to learn how to handle emergencies safely. Practice makes perfect. Athletes use VR to practice their moves and strategies. It's like having a virtual coach to help you get better at sports. Why VR is amazing for learning. Fun and games. Learning in VR feels like playing a game. It's exciting, and you're in charge of the adventure. Exploration. VR lets you explore things you couldn't in real life. You can shrink down to the size of a molecule or travel back in time to meet dinosaurs. No mistakes. In VR, you can make mistakes without real consequences. It's a safe place to try, fail, and try again until you get it right. Accessible learning. VR can be used in schools and training programs all over the world. It doesn't matter where you live. You can access amazing education. So, VR in education and training is like turning school and work into a super exciting game. It's not about boring lectures. It's about exploring, trying new things, and becoming a superhero of learning or a pro at your job. VR makes education and training a thrilling adventure where you're the star. So that's it from my side, folks. I hope you liked the video, share and subscribe to my channel for more content like this.